Well, Punxsutawney Phil may be lovable, but he doesn't have the best track record when it comes to predicting the end of winter. Still, he's a very popular annual tradition this time of year.
But are there any animals that can actually accurately communicate signs about future weather? Could there be a better replacement for the groundhog? Well, ABC 57 meteorologist Maci Tetrick visited Potawatomi Zoo in South Bend to find out.
So Smiley, who is our American alligator, is maybe not a great predictor of how much longer spring is, but he is a great predictor of when spring is coming or when winter is over.
Alligators go through brumation in the winter, which is similar to hibernation. Their bodies slow down. Smiley doesn't move much. He's happy to just chill in his water, and he won't eat until temperatures are warm again.
In the springtime, when he is feeling more alert, he stands by his door again and lets us know that he wants to go back outside.
We'll give Smiley a score of 6 out of 10 if he was a replacement groundhog. Let's move on to another animal who looks similar to a groundhog.
So this is a prairie dog. Prairie dogs are much smaller than groundhogs, so they're about this big, and a groundhog is about this big.
Zoo staff can tell the weather will be nice when prairie dogs are out. They stay in their burrows on cloudy or snowy days. But with sunshine comes more shadows.
They do alert to shadows, much like a groundhog does. Shadows often mean predators, so there's always one prairie dog who is on alert to make sure that they're safe.
We'll give prairie dogs a score of 9 out of 10 since they react to shadows similar to the groundhog. Plus, people can actually tell what kind of day is in the forecast based on their behavior. Let's move on to the adorable red pandas.
We think they might not be a great prognosticator on February 2nd, but they are pretty good alerts of when spring is coming. They are definitely a winter animal. They really love it when it gets cold, so the colder it gets, the more playful they are, the more active they are. So you can kind of see they're out here playing in the snow. They don't care what temperature it is. They love it.
As the weather warms, the red pandas spend more time indoors. We'll give them a score of 4 out of 10. They might be too busy playing in the snow to let us know if they see a shadow or not. Let's move on.
Right now I have with us our lesser hedgehog, Tenrex. This is Briar Rose, our female, and this is Tennyson, our male.
Tenrex are from warm Madagascar. When it gets cooler, their bodies go into a state called torpor, where they eat less and sleep more. Zoo staff can tell spring is coming when they become more active again.
I say that they would give Punxsutawney Phil a run for his money. They're pretty good.
A score of 8 out of 10 for the Tenrex says they could really tell us if we're getting closer to the warmer weather. Now, for one final animal.
So this is Kachikamo. He is a 3-banded armadillo.
He's from South America and he loves the warm weather. A typical armadillo would curl into a ball on a cool day to try to save warmth. How would Kachi do on Groundhog Day? Well, he's in his own little world.
So Kachi would probably not be very good at being a predictor of the end of winter because he is way too focused on finding bugs to eat in the ground and just being Kachi.
We'll give him a 3 out of 10 and let him scurry on. So, would any of these animals make a better replacement for Groundhog Phil? While they certainly can show us signs of changing seasons, it might be better to just enjoy the craziness of the holiday and get a better forecast from our First Warning Neighborhood Weather Team. In South Bend, I'm meteorologist Maci Tetrick.